Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the Hot Moving Podcast. So, as the Lakers sit 0-3 in this series against the Denver Nuggets, it's looking like a sweep. Unless the Lakers can muster up some little bit of magic to just, the series is over, but can you just get a win against this team, right? Just for psychological purposes, that's going to be remaining to be seen. But before this game, after game two, there was just AD made some comments, right? And he said, basically, this is what he said. He said, we have stretches where we don't know what we're doing on both ends of the floor, is what David said on the podium. Okay, so our favorite NBA goon, Draymond Green, decides to chime in. I'm going to play his minute-long clip, and I'm going to get back to you guys, all right?
I was very disappointed in AD's statement after the game. When AD came out after game two and said, sometimes we don't know what we're doing on the defensive side of the ball or the offensive side of the ball. I was disappointed in that. And the reason I was disappointed in that, got a lot of love and respect for AD. Lot of love and respect. Go back to being drafted together, both being clutch athletes. I'm always tell it like it is, tell it how I see it. And I was just a little disappointed in that statement. Number one, Darvin Ham was a player. Darvin Ham is a black man. And to just throw him under the bus like that, I didn't like. I didn't appreciate it. I didn't respect it. I could be a little biased because Darvin Ham is my OG, Saginaw, Michigan. So I could be a little biased.
Okay, so you heard Draymond Green take on what Anthony Davis said about Darvin Ham. Man, Draymond Green can miss me with this one. Does he have a point? Y'all let me know, right? But the points he's trying to make, I don't get it. Okay, I know this is a shortened clip, so maybe he gets to elaborate a little longer, but these were the highlights of what he said. And because Darvin Ham is a former player and a black man, he's above criticism. Anthony Davis was asked a question post game. He answered it. We want to give these athletes credit for telling it how it is. And a lot of Laker fans, I'm not a Laker fan, but I know some people that are, and they talk about a lot of the stuff we see watching this team play. Darvin Ham throws out these odd lineups with Reeves, Prince, Dinwiddie, Hachimura, these lineups that barely get runtime together. Okay, pulling AD out, pulling Bron out early at times, has people scratching their head like, yo, it's the playoffs, give these guys some longer runs, X, Y, and Z. When Anthony Davis is not going anywhere. Okay, so when he speaks up and says something like this, it's pretty much lights out for Darvin Ham coming back next season. It's pretty damning if you ask me, okay, that Anthony Davis would make these comments. It's an indictment on Darvin Ham. Now, there's a whole thing on Darvin Ham, no, but I've said this in the past, way back. It's like Darvin Ham is not a schematics guy. He's a guy to come in and not cause any disagreements with LeBron James or Anthony Davis. Okay, so he's kept the coaching seat warm. He's done his job to help get this team to the playoffs and back-to-back seasons. But as LeBron James is going to be entering year 22, it's all about championships. And in my humble opinion, I think that ship has sailed last season. His best time to win a championship was last year, and they couldn't get through the Denver Nuggets. For Draymond Green to say he's disappointing Anthony Davis, pot calling the kettle black or whatever. If I even said that in the right term, but were you not the one that missed a whole bunch of games this year for your antics on the court? Rudy Gobert, Nurkic, right? Straight up assaults on the court, right? You've cost your team. Did we not see Steph Curry crying on the court when you got ejected or whatever, hurting the team? There's a list of disappointments. We can go way back. Was it appropriate to punch a fellow black teammate, a young fellow black teammate who you just won a championship with in practice, right? Oh boy, man, listen, it's not about killing the messenger, okay? However, though, for Draymond Green, the message is actually not really good, especially coming from him. How much is it worth for Draymond Green being disappointed about Anthony Davis? Not much, considering the source. And again, Darvin Ham, because and Dre says, they're Michigan guys, that doesn't matter. All right. No one's above criticism. And Darvin Ham hasn't done a good job with whatever percentage of blame he gets. He owns all of his percentages, and he hasn't done a decent job with his ball club. Right. To have Denver pretty much own you, that's a coaching problem, schematic problem, not making appropriate adjustments, maybe the lack of not listening possibly to Anthony Davis and LeBron James, man. Crazy coming from Draymond. Does Draymond have a point? I don't know. He throws race in there and all that stuff, man. Nah. Anyways, guys, y'all let me know what y'all think of all this. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.